Hey everyone, today I wanted to make a video on some tips for coming out to your girlfriend or wife that you are a crossdresser. First things first, you need to stop and ask yourself why you crossdress and what your goals are with it. That might seem like an easy question, but for some it can be very difficult. And the more you know about yourself, the easier it can be to explain it to somebody else. Now, before you come out, understand that it might not go well. We don't live in an optimal world, and not everybody will accept it. Hopefully, your partner does accept it, but this is something that can end some relationships and make other relationships so much stronger. So, hopefully, yours gets strengthened by the truth. Don't try to drop hints. I know that's going to be tempting to do, to maybe leave some female clothing lying around for your partner to find because then you don't have to confront the situation yourself, but it will create a more awkward situation because then say they might think you're cheating on them, or say you leave some internet tabs open, then they might be like, why can't they be truthful with me with this information? So it's best to take control of the situation yourself and just bring it up to them. I know that that's easier said than done, but if you tiptoe around it, it only increases the odds of more problems coming from that. Now, some partners will be super accepting even if you're tiptoeing and dropping hints, but it does have a higher probability of backfiring. You want to take control of the situation yourself. If you are planning on coming out to multiple people, come out to your partner first. They deserve to know first. If you start coming out to everyone and you come out to your partner last, they are going to feel like you cannot trust them. All this is going to do is weaken your relationship. And even if they accept your cross-dressing, it could potentially end your relationship weeks, months, or years later because telling a partner something last is just bad news. Think about if they had something personal, whether good or bad, and you were the last person to find out. How would you feel? Probably pretty crappy. Tell your partner before you tell others. Own it. Do not sit there and beat yourself up and turn into a pity thing and act all depressed, because if you frame it as a negative thing, guess what? They will probably perceive it as a negative thing. You are the one that knows about cross-dressing. They don't. So when you bring it up to them, chances are, if it's negative, they will assume it's negative. So do not frame it in a negative way. Be confident about it when you talk about it. Make it seem like it's normal, because it is. It's not a problem. Just own it. Try to keep things with more positive than negative vocabulary. For instance, don't be like, I'm sorry I kept this secret from you. Instead, be like, hey, I trust you a lot and I care about you, so I wanted to share this with you. There's a complete difference between the two. They both say the same thing, but one will get you more acceptance. And it's the truth. You are telling them because you trust them and care about them. If your partner reacts negatively, consider looking into getting a therapist, one that specializes in gender-related issues. Because of this, they can work as a mediator to help you navigate as a team through this. Because let's be real, some people might have mixed feelings or negative feelings, and that doesn't mean they will always have negative feelings. They might just not understand it. They might need time to understand it, and having an outside professional could help them understand it. If it turns negative, do not turn it into a fight. Do not. It might be tempting to be like, I did this for you last week, or da 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 da. You do not want to do that. Okay? This could potentially end your relationship if you turn this into a fight and it's big news they weren't expecting. Okay? Let them potentially sleep on it for a night because maybe they will accept it. They just need to try to sort their own thoughts out. Keep in mind, they don't understand this probably. Use this as a time to find out more about them. If there's anything they want to do, anything they want to be open with. Because let's be real, when are people most likely to tell someone a secret? When someone else tells them a secret. So if you're being open with them, they might trust you with something they're not normally open with, or something that's been in the back of their mind that they might want to try. And you should be completely open to that, because if they're being open to you, you should definitely be mutual. Do not make this one-sided. Okay, so give whatever they want to do a shot. Be prepared for questions, and awkward and silly questions. They probably know nothing about cross-dressers. They are going to probably ask you a lot of weird and personal things, and you have to be ready to answer them. And the most common thing they're probably going to ask you is whether or not you are gay. And you're going to have to assure them that you aren't, because if you are, why are you in the relationship? So chances are you're probably straight or bi or attracted to women in some way, or like women in some way. So you should give them those assurances that you still like them, because that is going to be the number one thing that a lot of women jump to when they find out their partner is a crossdresser, is they are going to think they might be gay. Well, good luck on your coming out to your partner. Hopefully they accept it well and it strengthens your relationship. If you liked the video, feel free to subscribe. It can really help my channel grow, and I'll be definitely making more videos in the future. If you'd like me to make a video on any other topics, leave it in the comments section, and if I understand it enough or I research it enough, maybe I'll make a video on it in the future. And on that note, I am out. Bye.